And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage. She's
that chick angel.
welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Banger, banger, banger for the final time of 2023. Banger, 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 W-M-E. Listen, if you are not a part of the Patreon, then this episode is the best of. It's towards the end of the year. Nobody wants to do that work. We didn't feel like shooting 2 episodes this week. So the main episode is only on the bonus. I don't want you to be upset, but you have the right to be. Feel your feelings. I can't invalidate them. I can just say this is what's happening on our end. If you are on the Patreon, right now the episode is loaded.
Locked and loaded.
We got Auntie Anita Baker standing on business, kicking people out in Houston. We got Anthony Edwards, basketball player, in hot water over
there busting up.
100K for the plan B. We got friend of the pod, Jonathan Majors, gone ahead and lost that job.
Oh, Lord.
Then Marvel and them Disney said.
He lost a couple jobs for the
foreseeable future. Lost the big one. We also got, let me scroll back up, Keith Lee on The Breakfast Club. We're going to chat about that a little bit. Another friend of the pod is an Emmy winner.
She's not just a friend of a pod, she's a friend in real life.
Friend in real life. Tab won an Emmy. Christian Keys calls out Hollywood, someone in Hollywood. He doesn't name drop, but he levied some allegations. Allegaciones. Kirk Franklin talk on Club Shay Shay. Kev on anime. And 2024 Dream Pop.
I can see myself in your glasses.
Oh, these are the real Deion Sanders. The real blender.
You finally got them in.
They finally came in. Also, somebody pissed me off, and when I got the cowboy hat and had some glasses on, they were like, "Why don't you support black-owned business and order Deion's?" I had been ordered them, but they was a pre-order.
You got the pre-order.
I got the pre-order. Okay, so I just wore the ones that I had to make the point. I've been ordering before I made the video. Anyway, that's enough. We hope you'll join us on Patreon. It'll be worth it. If not, we'll see you next year, and we love you either way.
Bye. Okay,
this is the first podcast I've ever done since I started actually getting notoriety.
This is great. We're going to talk about it all.
Oh, we are excited.
Yeah.
Right, I don't know if you know our opening, so I just apologize in advance.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Look, y'all got these tall-ass chairs. My feet dangling.
And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage. She's
that chick angel.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. We have a special guest. The friend of the pod. The people's champ. Keith Lee.
Give him a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
It is no way. 10 out of 10. No way y'all do that every time.
We absolutely.
Every time. It initially
absolutely
started from us trolling all the YouTubers are doing it, but now our people don't let us do it.
It's hilarious.
Bangers. It's like
when
3 years
I see that
old
in
now.
repeat, it's just me standing there like.
He's like, wait a minute. Is this their prayer before they say?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are very excited. We have the People's Champ,
honored.
Keith Lee. The reason I call him the People's Champ, much like Tabitha Brown in 2020, the entire diaspora and beyond has fell in love with Keith Lee.
Those are high accolades.
Oh,
Shout out to
I
Auntie
remember
Tab
blowing up,
accolades.
and I was like, this woman has... She had disabled children
everywhere.
So black mother.
When I saw this disabled white girl say, she was like, have a good day. I said, now, Tab.
Now
you done made it.
Yes.
You done made it.
Small white children?
That's the threshold?
That's the threshold.
No, well, Keith was like, I'll get the old white man. That's what I knew, too.
Keith went, and listen, we've been following, obviously, for a while. You know, I be up on stuff. We were going to talk about all this, but I knew the people loved you. But when that lady did what that lady did, I saw black people all up. Now, I know what they ain't going to do is mess with my Keith. Keith don't bother nobody. He sit there, he eat his food in his Paw Patrol.
You know what I felt like?
He said 10 out of 10.
I felt like the super smart kid in the back of the class to help everybody with their homework. I swear I did. I swear I did. They were like, you ain't going to mess with him.
Hey,
you can mess with anybody else in here,
cool,
but you ain't going to mess. I love that. I loved it.
So we are going to talk to Keith about the Keith Lee story.
I'm honored.
Right? If you don't know Keith Lee, he has
at this moment 10 million
A little over 10 million.
followers on
10 and a half of that thing.
Who's counting? Right?
Yeah, who's counting?
10.5.
Right.
on TikTok.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Which, and I only say that because on TikTok, people will see all your videos without following you.
Yeah.
Facts.
But 10 million people click the button
I clicked it.
on Keith
God
Lee.
is amazing.
God is amazing. And I know him
At
for
all
myself.
times.
Yeah,
Hey, hallelujah.
and he is a humongous creator on TikTok, mostly known for food reviews and being a loving father.
Talk that talk,
And
kid.
husband.
Married to a
Talk
black
that talk,
woman.
kid.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Shout
am.
out to that because you know
Yes, I am. Very gladly.
black children,
Very proud.
regular
Very proud.
black.
Very proud. Regular black. Regular black. That's a fact. Say
You
that
know,
louder. Regular
so-
black. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So we'll start at the beginning, right? Before Keith Lee was known as Keith Lee,
Yes.
the
Yes.
creator. There was Keith Lee, the fighter. Let's go all the way back to you from Detroit.
I'm so honored. Look, I just want to start that. So I like I said before we on camera, this is the first podcast I've done since I've got this notoriety. I've done podcasts as a fighter or as like an athlete, but never to where I've been able to tell my story and actually tell like where I started and like. I've been watching you for years, so this is crazy. I've been watching y'all for years, so
This is so crazy because we was
get
talking
into
about
it.
this on the pod, and Angel was like, "Yeah, go and get Keith. He probably knows you."
I
And
know,
was
I
like,
surely did.
Keith Lee going on to Mr. Beast, and the
my
stage crew was
dad
like,
called me after you said that, and my dad was like, "You know that dude you used to watch on YouTube all the time?" I said, "Which one?" He said, "The bald one." I said, "Oh yeah, you talking about Kev?" He said, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah." He said, "You way too big to be on a podcast." I was like, "I'm calling Kev the same day." I literally DM'd you the exact same day, and you popped up. It's crazy because as soon as he told me that, you popped up on my For You page with a video basically telling me, giving me
TikTok.
advice.
"Yeah, TikTok
That's
was
On
like,
TikTok,
that
he
TikTok's
popped up and
listening.
gave me advice.
yeah."
Crazy.
Keep
It was
your
like
head
literally
up.
like an hour. Like, I wouldn't even say it was like 30 minutes after my
you
dad
saw that
said.
clip?
I saw the clip on TikTok on my For You page.
Come on.
That's wild.
And I literally DM'd him right afterwards and was like, "Bro, I just saw this clip. My dad just told me to reach out to you." God is amazing. He don't make no mistake.
We know you love us.
So Kevin Fracture, again,
mistake.
listen to me.
You right, Angel.
Because you tried to say, I said, no, you going to talk to the Keith Lee.
He was hyping me up like I was Obama or somebody.
I mean,
he
you
talking
are
about he
something-
way
you
too big
something
to be on.
special.
I said, ain't
I
no way.
thought it
He was like,
Ain't no
he's with Mr. Beast. I said, and?
And you Kev on stage.
You know what? Sometimes I forget.
Same.
Sometimes I
I was telling you the same thing. Same. Even when you was speaking of accolades, I was like, I just eat food. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You listen, you change your lives.
Listen. So
It's
let's go
God.
back
I'm a vessel.
before all
I'm a
that.
vessel.
Before all
Yes,
that.
let's talk.
Before all
Let's
that.
talk.
I didn't know you were from Detroit until your
Born and
video from
raised.
this week. You said Joy Road, and that's even though I didn't live in Detroit. I know
already
Joy
knew
Road. CP always talking about
Born and
Joy
raised.
Road. Like people from
Yes.
Detroit always mention Joy Road. Keisha,
Shout out to
Keisha
CP.
E. So
Shout
take
out
us
to
back to Baby Keith. What was it like growing up in Detroit, Michigan?
So I've had a very supportive lifestyle my entire life. I have both parents, my mom and dad. I have 3 siblings. It's me. I'm the middle. I have a younger brother named Cameron, an older brother named Kevin, and then a sister named Irma. We are all born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. I was born in Southfield, which is like kind of a suburb outside of Michigan. Well, it used to be a suburb, but now it's like a extension of Detroit.
Yeah.
Like if you're not from there, you just say I'm from Detroit, basically.
Yep.
So I was raised in Southfield for 4 years, and then my dad got laid off or he got fired or one of those things happened.
Yep.
I was a kid, so I don't really know the extent.
Right.
But then we moved to Detroit, and Detroit is like the inner city, like Detroit.
Yeah,
Moved on
yeah.
7 Mile and Evergreen, which is like the game, the
Right.
party. is deep. But I say I've always had a supportive lifestyle because my parents have always been very strict on us. Yeah, we lived in the hood, but I ain't live in the hood. I wasn't going outside. I wasn't playing. When I did, it was very like supervised. You in the house by 8 o'clock. You got to be with one of your brothers.
Yeah.
You never by yourself. So I didn't really experience I didn't know how broke we was. Like
ain't that
I didn't
always the case?
experience that. I didn't understand that until I got older and I became an adult and I was like, oh, I was broke.
Yeah.
It was like one of those. But yeah, so I was born and raised in Detroit. We moved to 7 Mile Evergreen when I was about 4 or 5. I went to school there. I went to a school named Emerson. No, let me back up. I went to school named Kennedy, which is in Southfield. I got kicked out of school because I was a terrible kid.
Were you?
Terrible.
What was you doing?
I got kicked out of 6 schools. But
Wow.
the first school I got kicked out of, so I've always had a problem with authority. I don't listen to authority well. because I don't like people telling me what to do without telling me why I'm doing what you're telling me to do.
That's fair.
I've always been big on communication. Even as a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, I've always been huge on. I was that 6-year-old that would ask you 1,000 questions.
Right.
Like, why are you telling me to pick that up?
Are
why?
you an Aquarius?
I'm a Libra.
A Libra. See, I don't know nothing about I don't know
I'm
why
a
I even
Libra.
asked. Like, I know things about stuff. Go ahead, Keith. Sorry.
Confident. She sounded confident.
Well, you an Aquarius. What they be doing? He's like a Libra. I don't even know what that is. Go ahead, baby.
No, so I always had a big problem with authority. So teachers would tell me to do things and they wouldn't explain why I was doing them.
Yeah.
So it always came off immediately as disruptive or disrespectful. Because, when you tell an adult, explain why you telling me what to do as a first grader or a second grader, you like, this badass little kid. You don't get this badass little kid away from me.
Right.
That's kind of how it was. So I got kicked out of school at Kennedy because I got into a fight with a security guard. He was kind of like a part liaison. I think that's what you call it. Liaison.
Yeah,
liaison. He was basically telling me I couldn't go to recess for some reason. I don't remember why, but I do remember that I put my hands on him and I immediately got kicked out of school.
Okay.
You said 6th grade?
This was in a 4th grade.
He was a child.
This was in a 4th grade.
Oh,
I
wow.
was a kid. Yeah, I was an adolescent.
You can't go outside. Well,
It was
it's me and you now, buddy.
We not in. We buck in. We ready to fight. Yeah.
I was very very set in my ways.
Yeah.
I knew because I'm sure I asked him, why can't I go outside?
Yeah.
And he didn't tell me. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going outside whether you want me to or not. And I attempted to go outside. He put his hands on me. I put my hands on him. And mind you, I want to paint the scene. I was 40 pounds.
Clear name. Clear name.
I've always been a very small kid. So I
Yeah.
was smaller than the rest of the kids in my and I think that's probably where it stems from too, because I've always been a very small child.
Yeah.
So I've always thought that I had to show a dominance or show like I had a small person complex. I always had to show like a dominance or like that I was here basically. So I'm sure
They
he
said
put
you
his
ain't
hands
here
on
no
me.
more.
Yeah, exactly. And he kicked me out immediately. So I'm sure he put his hands on me. I put my hands back on him. I went to the principal office, got into it with the principal. My mom came down and she was like, "Oh, that's Keith being Keith again."
Wait a
So
second.
yeah, I
Go to the
was
principal.
bad,
And
bro.
you get it too,
Yes,
principal.
and that is not an
Everybody get with Keith
exaggeration.
Lee.
That is not an exaggeration or me trying to sound tough. Because again, I was small. I wasn't gonna do nothing to nobody.
Right.
I was just all bark. I was nobody. I was all bark. I wasn't gonna harm nobody. I wasn't gonna actually physically harm nobody. I just sounded like I would. So I got kicked out of there. I went to a school named Emerson. Emerson is on 7 Mile Evergreen, the hood. I thought I was hood until I got to the hood. And then again, I told you I've been very like structured. I didn't realize that until I got around unstructured kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this different. I was like, oh, this different. I was like, oh yeah, I'm not one of y'all.
Right.
I don't belong. I was like, I don't belong at all.
Excuse me.
So I tried to fit in and it didn't work. I got kicked out within like the first 2 weeks of being
Wow.
there. Immediately.
Fully expelled?
But expelled.
He went through a revolving door.
So with the Southfield school, I got expelled of all Southfield schools. I couldn't go back to a public Southfield school.
Wow.
So I went to Detroit school, and then I was there for like 2 weeks. Quick story. I got jumped. It was field day.
I was about to say, was it the liaison?
It was field day. Like it was field day. I've never told this story. I used to want to be an Instagram comedian, so I told the story on Instagram back in like 2015.
Okay.
But you the first person to get like this story. So,
All right.
So it was field day, and I'm bad with sugar. I've always been very bad with sugar. I don't do well at all. That's why I don't eat sugar now. That's why I don't eat super sweets. Because the second I eat it, I'm like a jittery kid. I can't sleep. I can't function. I can't talk right. I get bouncy and jittery. And I was like that as a kid. So I had a bunch of sugar this day. I'm talking about a bunch. Suckers, Jolly Ranchers, anything you can think of. And we was outside, and there was 2 playscapes. It was a elementary playscape because this is a hood school, so all of the elementary and middle school together. You got 1 through 8. We all in the same. We got 2 separate buildings, but we all in the same building basically.
Yeah.
So I'm in the 5th grade, so I'm at the little kids playscape. Again, I'm hyped on sugar. I'm bouncing around. I'm like, oh, I gotta pee. So I go to run into school, not realizing. Again, I'm so hyped up, not realizing I'm going into the middle school, and I get there. I get in the bathroom. I hear click clack, click clack, click clack. I'm like, what's that noise? What's click clacking? Bust the door open, and mind you, I'm already like almost like exposing myself at this point because I gotta pee real bad.
Yeah.
Open the door. I'm fully exposed at this point, like fully about to go. Right. Open the door. All I hear is click clack, click clack, click clack. walk in the door, it's 10 kids, way bigger than me, way older than me. Most of them didn't even go to the school. Most of them were like the brothers of the people that were at the school. They in there gambling. I'm talking about gambling hard. It's money everywhere. Money, dice everywhere. Before I realized that it's this many kids there, I'm peeing. Before I realize how many people is there and I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm doing, I'm fully peeing. Again, I don't do well with sugar, so I'm so jittery and so hyped up that I can't control it, right?
So you just pissing on the floor?
People, floor, money, dice, everything involved.
God.
People had like open containers of waters and like beverages. I'm talking about everything. It was popcorn because again, it's field day, so it's like popcorn and all kind of shit. So I'm fully peeing at this point. Before I realized I made a mistake, I'm trying to apologize while I'm still peeing. So I'm like, I'm sorry, my bad, I'm sorry. And the kid's not trying to, still fully peeing. So nobody is trying to hear me. Nobody like, oh, this is a kid, he making a mistake. Everybody's just like, we getting peed on. And again, most of these kids don't even go to school. So I'm sure it's like some 17-year-olds, some 16-year-olds, grown adults. So before I realize it, I'm running out of the bathroom, still fully exposed. Running out of the bathroom. I'm done peeing at this point. I didn't already finish the job.
The tank.
The job has already been done at this point. So I didn't even have time to like really talk to nobody about it or explain myself. I'm just running. So I'm running down the hallway. I get out the door back to the playscape. By this point, I told you it's 11 people in the bathroom. These 11 people have turned into 30 because they done got more people. People done got more people. And they're not explaining the story. They just saying he pissed on us. And the evidence is everywhere. The evidence is on them. It's on the money. So they don't have to explain the story. They just said he pissed on us as I'm running.
Oh, no.
I turn around. And mind you, my house is maybe like a 10-minute walk. Right? Because I used to walk to school every morning. My house was a 10-minute walk, and it was a big field because Michigan is all grass, basically. It's a big field that separates my school and my house. So I'm running down this field. At this point, I done passed the playscape. I done passed all the teachers, all the security guards. Well, we ain't had no security guards. We just had normal people who claimed to be security guards because it's a hood school. I done passed all of them. I'm running through the field, and mind you, it was 30 people. I turn around. Now it's the whole school. Everybody. And they screaming. They yelling. Everybody like, get him. Get him right now. And I'm just by myself. I'm just by myself. Mind you, I'm like less than 4 feet tall. I'm 60 pounds. I'm terrified. I don't know what's going on. I'm terrified. I'm running through this field, and it just feel like they multiplying. I just remember vividly, it was a girl in a tree, and she was like, you about to die. And she was literally looking me in my eyes. It felt like it was slow motion. She was looking me in my eyes, and she was like, you about to die. And I told myself, I was like, no, I'm not. I'm making it to the crib. I was like, no matter what, I'm getting to the crib.
Let me tell you, I am so busy this holiday season. I don't have a lot of time to be trying to figure out things, okay? But I know I am looking for nutritious and flavorful meals, okay, to fuel my jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, can help you eat well for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle while tackling all of your holiday to-dos. Cross meal prepping off your list this holiday season and with Factor. Skip the meal planning, grocery shopping, chopping, prepping, and cleaning up. Get Factor's fresh, never frozen meals delivered to your door. They're ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat and enjoy. Treat yourself to high-quality, delicious meals over the holidays. Choose from 35-plus chef-crafted meals every week that support a healthy lifestyle and meet your meal preferences, whether it's calorie smart, vegan, or veggie. Protein plus in wholesome options. Oh, they have vegan and veggie. Okay, I love it. Looking for calorie conscious options over the holidays that don't skip on flavor? Try delicious dietitian approved calorie smart meals with around or less than 550 calories per serving. Or need an extra boost to support your wellness goals and feel your best during the holidays? Try protein plus meals with 30 grams of protein and more per serving. Factor isn't just for dinner. Count on extra convenience any time of the day with an assortment of 55 plus add-ons to suit various preferences and tastes. Choose from quick breakfast items, lunch to go, grab and go snacks, and ready to drink cold pressed juices, shakes, and smoothies. With Factor, you can rest assured that you're making a sustainable choice. They offset 100% of their delivery emissions and source 100% renewable electricity for their production sites and offices. This December, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes, no prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/SK50 and use code SK50 to get 50% off. That's code SK50 at factormeals.com/SK50 to get 50% off.
All right, next up, this lady was preaching about abstinence at LSU, and it was very funny. I want to hear Angel's thoughts after you guys hear what she said.
If you buy her one margarita, she will spread her legs. If you buy her 2 margaritas, she will pounce right on your penis. After 3 margaritas, she will grab your penis and put it in her mouth.
Those yeahs are cracking me up.
4 margaritas.
Good count.
She will grab your penis.
Penis.
Ram it right up her anus.
Ram it, Angel.
What happens after? 2, 3, 4, 5. She will strap it on and take you.
That's a closer right there.
It really is.
When I heard it, I said, this sounds like a rap song. Give me a beat, Kev. This sounds like a rap song. Here we go. Hey, hey. Give me 1 margarita, I'ma open my legs. Give me 2 margaritas, I'ma give you some head. Give me 3 margaritas, I'ma put it in my puss. Give me 4 margaritas, I'ma put it in my tush. Give me 5 margaritas, I'ma have some fun. Give me 5 margaritas, I'ma put it in your bum. I'ma put it in your bum.
Why did you do that? You
When
did
I heard
that.
it, I was like, this is rap lyrics. This is City
Angel!
Girls. This is City Girls.
Why are you so talented? 1 margarita, I'ma give you some head. 2 margarita. What happens after 2?
I felt like she did it in the wrong order. Head should have came before the coochie.
No.
Yeah.
No. The more margaritas, the crazier you get.
The grass. Yeah. Well, to do it in a restaurant, I feel like that's crazy. That's crazy.
The truth is, after 1 margarita, she gonna talk a little crazy. After 2, she gonna get a little lazy. And 3, she gonna say she gonna give you some head, but after 4, the nigga gonna be in the bed.
Oh, yes.
Be in the bed.
Be in the bed.
Because that's all y'all do. That's why I hate brunch. The ride home from brunch, you be like, please hold it together. Please hold it together. She, oh, you just wait. Ball sweat. Coochie legs. Oh, you are mine. The things we shall do upon our return. Kids is gone. Dog is asleep. As soon as
So
you
is
get
she.
out that car.
It's so
They
difficult.
need brunch near homes.
Yes.
The nearest.
Yes.
So you could walk, drink, home, sex.
Oh, you
But
gonna have to
no,
do it
where
in the
we
bathroom.
live, brunch 35 minutes away. As
Oh,
soon as
yeah.
we get about 10 from the house, I know the things I said.
I can't do
I
anything.
know I told you. My heart was in the right place.
But my Gucci wasn't there.
That's why vacation is good, because you just got to go up
yeah.
from the hotel bar,
It's so
back
much
to your
easier.
room. One of the comments on this, which was so funny, she said, is she promoting the sex or condemning it? Because
She was promoting that. She's gonna shove it in her anus. I'm like, you have
Ram?
tested this
That's
out
what I'm saying.
a lot, man.
It was like, oh, how many margaritas have you had, Sister Cindy?
like, open your cheeks. I'ma beg you.
5. That, first of all, what was 1?
It was open your. She's gonna open her legs.
Open her legs. Okay. 2, pounce on your penis. Okay. 3, put it in
in
your
her
mouth.
mouth.
The jump from 3 to 4 and 4 to 5. There's a lot of stuff in between head and anal. There's all type of positions, all type of stuff.
She's
says
saying you've
no.
done all the positions between 3 to 4. No, between 2 to 3. You've done every position.
True. She's like, no, I'm not running them back. But after 5, she's on demon time.
She's running a transition offense.
But I'm like, wait a minute. My husband would be like, Deb, how many margaritas have I had for her to want to peg me? For her to
4 to 5 is just anus to anus. You ram me, now I'm ramming you.
Yeah, where's his margaritas is what I'm saying.
It should be matched.
He has to.
He's dead.
Like, your butt,
He's got alcohol
my
poison.
butt now.
My butt.
Do me next. Do me next.
Me. It looks so fun.
My butt.
My booty.
My butt now. Come on, you said. Are you see that Skip Bayless speed? It's my turn. It's my turn. You promised. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. It's my turn. You promised.
You're going to have men out here that have been wanting to try it, just waiting for that 5th margarita. You done? Because my cheeks is ready.
Lord Jesus.
And beg you!
Oh, my, this is it.
One margarita currently is on the number one U.S. viral song on Spotify.
Oh, my God.
Period.
You did not even put that in the group chat.
I just found out this morning.
That's that playlist, Kev.
Number 1?
Number 1 on Spotify's viral U.S. songs. I didn't say
Angel.
hip-hop songs. I said songs.
All of them. All of the
Period.
songs, Kevin.
Why they didn't have you at the BET Awards?
Because they knew I am too classy. Okay? When I'm talking about putting it in my puss, we're talking about class. Also want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors today. They are Chime, Policy Genius, Next Evo, and Ritual. We'll tell you more about them later in the podcast.
All right, so Patreon producers, shout out to y'all. Y'all been filling up the docket.
Y'all have.
This title actually came directly from a comment. One of our Patreon producers. The BET Awards must be stopped.
It must be stopped.
And listen, this was a very polarizing BET Awards.
I loved it.
It's because it was so different.
It was polarizing.
Yeah.
Now listen, as a consumer of the BET Awards, I watch it every year. Somebody on Black Twitter said it, because I said whether it's good or bad, I watch every year.
You gotta watch it.
You got to. She said it's like our Macy's Day Thanksgiving parade. We gonna pull up. We gonna love on it. We gonna talk trash.
There
We
was
gonna talk trash about the
awards,
outfits.
performances, love triangles.
Yeah, we talk about it all.
And we're gonna talk about it.
So this year, there was no writers, right?
Correct.
Because of the writer's strike, we had no writers and therefore no host. Quite noticeable, if I do say so myself.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't notice.
I didn't think
I noticed.
they had a prompter.
There was no jokes. There was nothing. Usually the host has a joke or two.
Well, those jokes usually fall flat to me. So.
But there was no attempt. They do fall flat a lot of times. That's because the funny people writing them ain't the people saying them.
Yeah, so
right?
it makes it a huge difference.
So I definitely noticed. And I don't know if this was based on the writer's strike or whatever, but I'm talking about huge miscues. One time, Kid Capri missed his cue so bad, and the camera was just on him. He was like, oh my bad. Let me just.
I was doing that watch not watch thing, so I missed
I
all
was
the
fully
mistakes.
an angel. He was. Oh shoot. Let me. I mean, it was, and you know when like it's live, 1 second feels like 5.
Oh, absolutely.
So a 7-second miscue felt like 30 seconds, and then there was one that felt like a minute long. The camera just panned in and held.
Oh yeah, it was just music going,
and nobody was on the stage.
I was like, we just feeling the vibe.
Nothing to cut to. I was like, ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. But still, I loved it. Now let's start with this because this is probably the most talked about moment. Angel's fave.
Come on,
Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle was chosen to honor Tina Turner.
I was here. Oh God, I can't see it. And it goes, simply the best. She said, simply the best. Yeah. Head up here. Y'all, I'm trying. What does it say? Hit up high to say, oh, Tina is dead. Simply, where's my background? Simply, yeah. And every couple of minutes, she would be like, woo. That is not in the song. Head to can tell. It was My favorite.
Y'all, I'm trying is so honest.
She said, "Oh Lord," in the middle. Who had a tail pod? Oh God! Make it bigger. Is this Times New Roman 10? Hot pen up his head pie. I loved it.
Y'all, I'm trying. In the middle. She didn't go back later and tweet, y'all.
No.
I was trying.
No.
In the hey,
She didn't know
y'all.
who to yell at. She was like, BET, help.
At the end, she really ended. Simply the best. All right, BT. Tina Turner. I didn't expect anything but that.
Oh,
I didn't expect for her to know the word.
Patti. Wow. She learned them words.
She went out there. Now, it wasn't just the words she didn't know. Because I would have taken a la 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 on like the rhythm. She didn't know the melody.
I've never heard this song.
saying every
Was
word
this from
other than-
a commercial back in the day? I feel like I remember this from a
She
commercial. or
didn't
something.
know any part of the song except for simply enough, and she forgot that. Luckily for the background singers.
It was simply a mess.
And I was like, why is somebody not feeding her the words? Let's start off by thanking Prize Picks for sponsoring today's episode. Now, if you don't know what Prize Picks is the largest daily fantasy sports or DFS platform in North America. And they are the easiest and most exciting way to play DFS. It's just you against the numbers, okay? Instead of battling thousands of other players, including pros and sharks, you pick more than or less than on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the earnings roll in. With basketball season here, you can now pick combo projections across football and basketball from the Specials League, a league created specifically for combo projections that include 2 or more players from different sports or leagues. For example, LeBron and Travis Kelce at a 10.5 combo of 3 points made plus receptions. You want to play alongside some of the prospects' favorites like rapper Meek Mill and comedian Andrew Schultz? You can now find community plays under the promos tab of the app to view the entire entries from some of the biggest names in Prize Picks community each week. Prize Picks even offers a reboot policy so that your entries stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. For football and basketball games, you have a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return the second half. That player is rebooted. PrizePicks is the only daily fantasy sports platform with an injury insurance policy. Now, y'all know I know all about the sports, so I'm telling you to try PrizePicks, all right? And actually, it does make it very, very easy. And it's super fun. As a person who doesn't know a lot about sports, I can still play with PrizePicks, and it makes it so fun. All right. So, I mean, who y'all trying to be behind, huh? Meet me in the community tab. All right, go to prizepicks.com/SK and use code SK for your first deposit match up to $100. Again, go to prizepicks.com/SK and use code SK for a first deposit match up to $100. It's Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. Let me tell you what I feel like is one of the most perfect holiday gifts, or actually gifts. It wasn't a holiday, but you can get this for the holiday. Gifts I've ever given, and that was Paint Your Life. I was able to give my good friend, like my little sister, a gift that she will always remember that's actually framed and now hanging in her house. I was able to take pictures of her in her wedding dress and pictures of her late father when he was very healthy, along with a picture of him on his wedding day in his wedding suit. And Paint Your Life was able to compile these pictures to create a picture of my little sis and her dad on her wedding day. It was absolutely gorgeous. I gave it to her the day before her wedding, and she boo-hooed because she was so touched by the gift, and it was like her being able to feel his presence there. So if you're looking for a great gift idea and one that's perfect for the holidays, that is sentimental, very personalized, and from the heart, with Paint Your Life, a hand-painted portrait is easy to create, fits almost any budget, and it's a great gift idea for those you love. Paint Your Life transforms your photos into a one-of-a-kind, beautiful hand-painted portraits by professional artists. Get professionally hand-painted portrait created from any photo for a sentimental holiday gift right from the heart. Use their compilation services and upload multiple photos to create anything you can imagine. Put yourself in a location you've always wanted or add a lost loved one to a special occasion to create the portrait of your dreams. That's what I did. Lots of options. Customize your experience with a payment plan that works for you. As little as 10% down makes a truly affordable gift, and you get to approve every stage of the portrait process and request as many modifications as you like to ensure the portrait is painted just the way you dreamed. This holiday season, you can get the most meaningful gift you've ever given from paintyourlife.com, and there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed, and right now is a limited time offer. Get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get this special offer, text the word THING to 87204. That's THING to 87204. Text THING to 87204. Paint your life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Message and data rates apply. See terms for details.
So for the last 3 months or so, I've been putting in the Patreon, what do y'all want to talk about? The Monday docket, right? The Patreon producers, the faithful members have been filling the docket up. However, and this is pre-scheduled. Every Monday morning at 6, I just sat there and pre-scheduled all of them. I have never had close to 1,000 comments on a docket, and 85% of them,
of course,
are about what we are calling Fade in the Water, the Alabama Brawl, the Bessemer Brawl. It has so many names.
Montgomery Mayhem. Yeah,
Montgomery Mayhem. I was like, y'all, I get it. Okay. I do want to shout out to the faithful members a couple of them who actually said it. Give me 1 second. I want to show love where love is due to be showed. Let's show love to Tandria Sellers, Demetrius Hall, Tanisha Turner, and Cy. They all said Fade in the Water. Shout out to y'all. So let's start with this. I'll start with the way I saw it, and we'll see how it went for you, Angel. And that's why I have the security guard hat on. Turn my hat. The black signal. That's why I have this chair.
It's the Bobby
I
Shmurda.
stand in solidarity with the good people of Alabama. I love y'all. I might go to Alabama for a show just for this. Usually I make them
you
come.
love them, but you ain't doing
I usually make y'all go to Atlanta, but Huntsville, Birmingham, I might pull up
Don't lie
for
to these people.
Thanksgiving a celebration. We might have a festival. I might throw a comedy show in honor of Thanksgiving. And hold it in Montgomery. Kevon Stage and friends, don't hold me to it. This is just how I feel at this moment. But I'm so excited now to honor it. Might pull up in Alabama just to celebrate y'all.
Comedy Festival, August 10th. Every year.
So I'm gonna put this chair down now.
I said,
bro, I know your
Kevin,
shoulders
I
on
know how
fire.
long you gonna do this bit.
You get it. So I saw the beginning of this fight on Twitter, right? And I saw the white people hitting the black person, and I scrolled past it. Right? I was like, I can't take no more. I don't usually watch fight videos. I can't take no more. But this video kept showing up. And then it was like, no, y'all, this is crazy. Then black people pulled up. And I said, hold on, black people, all I see is a black man.
Say from where?
Yeah, police gonna come like.
¿Dónde?
Yeah. So then I go back to it, and I said, hold on. This is not what I thought it was. And when I came back to it, this actually, I think, was happening the day we were doing the Ball Brothers in New York.
Yeah.
Right? So we were ripping and running, trying to eat, trying to get ready for the meet and greet. And
exciting.
just not having a lot of time. Right? So when I sat down and watched the videos through full, it was a quite different experience. Much to my chagrin, this video did not end like usually when white people are beating up black people, they have their police uniforms on, and the black people are getting attacked and they end up getting arrested. And crazy thing is, I actually realized how many videos I've ingested of black people getting beat up by white people, but they almost always have their uniform on. These people didn't have their uniforms on.
They did. They had their little shirtless selves. I was like, that looks like
they had that red skin.
They had sunburnt.
I'm not going to use the term redneck, but they had red backs.
Oh, they've been out there in that sun.
The sun was doing a number on them. So the story goes, the black guy who's a security guard, he told the white people, do not park your boat here because the Harriet got a dock here.
They said move. He said move it.
Move it. And they were like, no, we're white. if we want to park here, we're going to park her, dadgum. We only cheer for you guys when you play for Alabama or Auburn. But right now you're in my way, black man. I'm not listening to you. I don't respect you. Okay? He said, man, move your boat. So then he started moving the boat himself, right? A white male, 25-20, came over, pushed him, and it felt like a frat kid is the one who started it. Like the older white dude, they were pushing and jawing at each other, but they weren't fighting.
No.
And then it looked like the frat kid ran over and jumped, pushed. Security guard did his hat like this. And on Twitter, somebody said that was universal sign and said, I no longer care about this job or what happens to me. You have now activated the person, not the employee. Yeah, and the person finna throw the hand. And the security guard started throwing hands, and then all the whites jumped in, right? And he was fighting for his life. You know what I'm saying? I respect him because he stood 10 toes. And then, like wrestling, Royal Rumble, glass breaking music, black people start running down the dock. They come down. And first, black people are like, hey, y'all, just chill, just chill. Just chill, just chill. The first black dude who ran down.
Oh, you talking about, I thought you said it meant the black people watching were like, just chill.
No, the first black dude was trying to be, I don't know what the word is, when you try to
de-escalate?
De-escalate. He was trying to de-escalate. He wasn't throwing punches.
He was just boxing out. He was
just
like,
boxing out. Hey.
Let's relax.
Separate. Then when the two things happened at once, there is Aquaman. The kid. First of all, I don't even know how, this is so exciting. There's so many different directions. The names that these people on the internet came up for that swimming baby.
The thing is, I was like, there are no more jokes left. They said we are emptying the clip.
All we can do is recap. As a comedian, you know I usually get in on stuff. But when the whole world is there and they're going, I'm just the consumer.
Yeah.
My favorites, Aquaman, Scuba Gooding Jr.
That's funny.
Swimmy Hendrix.
Oh.
That was a good one.
Somebody called him Childish Branzino. I said,
great.
oh my.
These people were
Bernie Mackerel.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
I saw Bernie Mackerel in the chat.
C Murder, SEA. I was like, so this young man, and this is how youth works. First of all, swimming is exhausting.
Listen, I said, oh my God,
he's young.
What is going to happen after he gets, because I would have drowned. It would have still been, if the story would have changed. There was a fight and there was a suicide all at the same time. On the same day,
somebody drowned Angel.
No, baby had youthful energy.
Listen,
he swam a good amount.
There wasn't even a ladder. He did one of these numbers,
Josh,
and pulled himself out with wet clothes.
I get here, my body's locking up. I'm getting a cramp down my spine.
Shoulder gone. Take time from fighting. I'm drowning now.
Yeah, I would have been calling for the racist people. Anybody, save me. I don't care who it is.
If I'm able to pull myself up the rest of the fight, I'm like
laying down. Yeah.
Kev's gonna be screaming at one of the pier posts. Hold on, wait for my shoulder.
Ouch.
Oh, I'm not fighting. I'm vomiting up all the water. I done swallowed on the way there.
I was with y'all though. Hey,
I swallowed a catfish.
I'm gonna be mad about my hair. I'm gonna have to take these braids out. My hair stinks. There's nothing I'm gonna be able to give. Before we get into it, because I want to give my take on when I first saw it. First of all, I cried about this yesterday. Literal tears. No.
Because of the jokes?
No.
Oh, sadness.
Yes. Oh. I was the first part of seeing that black man I was like, this is attempted murder. I said, what y'all? I said, I'm tired of it. I said, I'm not about to be desensitized to this. I was really mad that I even saw it because I tried to avoid stuff like that at all costs. I couldn't even get to the jokes. I was stuck on this man. These white people jumped on this man as if he did something to them.
He did. He stood up to them.
And they did it. But they did it. That's the thing.
That's the whiteness.
They saw how many people were watching. I watched the top of the clip, and you can hear that the people that are still on the boat, on the ferry, are talking loud as hell. So the white people can hear them
1,000%.
on the thing. They singing ludicrous, move, bitch, get out the way.
Even white people. There was a white woman narrating.
Oh, yeah, she said, Get them.
They're in the wrong here. They're not supposed to be.
It was a multicam. There was so many different
She
angles.
was zooming in, zooming out.
It was a
making sure
Zapruder film. They didn't have this many angles when they I'm not gonna break that joke.
Okay,
I was
but
like,
no, but,
please
but
don't.
that's what it was
It's like,
reminiscent.
hey.
But that's what it was reminiscent to me for. It wasn't like, it wasn't like, this is just some white people acting crazy. I was like, they trying to kill this man.
I think there's only one person to blame here, and that's Jason Aldean. He got these people feeling themselves.
Oh, try that in a small town. What you did?
And listen what?
did.
Guess what, Jason Aldean? Them black folks from a small town too.
Montgomery ain't number 250,000 tops.
But they got the big hands. All right, so go ahead, Angel. You was crying.
Yeah, I was crying because I was just like, y'all not gonna have me desensitized to seeing black bodies being beaten. That's just not gonna be here.
Right.
And I was like, when these people get arrested, they better be tried for attempted murder because there ain't no way you thought that this man was gonna survive 6
9
yards
whites
beating up against his head. I had to rewatch everything, even though I didn't want to, for the podcast today. So I know there was. A lot of people don't recognize this in the video. There was a white boy that worked with him. So everybody, all the people who were working on the ferry had on the blue shirts with the crew on it.
Yep.
There was a
stage crew.
Hey, but with the C.
They're not invited to CrewCon.
There was a white boy that had on the same blue shirt and a vest. So when the black dude starts getting beat down, he tries to come to pull people off. He don't have no strength. They push this boy so fast.
Get out of here!
And I was like, "Well, you are no help."
He wasn't at the Klan meeting. They knew.
Listen, they were like, "This is not your fight, white boy. We got to beat him down." So I could not believe that. Like, I couldn't get to where everybody else was in the black community of, let's come up with the jokes, because I was just like, how traumatizing.
I was there from the jump.
I couldn't get there. No, at first you weren't until you saw all the rest.
Yeah, well, you're right.
I just was focused on that. But anyways, I had to just go ahead because I was like, before you get all the jokes off, let me just go ahead and tell y'all how I felt at first, because I'm going to bring down the temperature a little bit, but we can cook it back up. I was devastated, still devastated. I hope the letters of the law are impounded upon their head. I hope that they don't get out of jail anytime soon. I said, because you know what? This is what they want us. They want us to see us getting beat down as nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's the real zombie apocalypse, is for us to already think we did while we still here.
Yeah.
I ain't having it. I'm not having it.
We got the guys in town. ShxtsnGigs. And here's the thing. It's not cussing if it's the title of the podcast.
You cuss.
You
cuss.
ShxtsnGigs.
You cuss.
You
said shits.
That's the name of the podcast.
Wait a minute.
When I
What
said
is it
Joy
called?
Badass,
You could've said
I had to
Chet.
say it.
Wait a minute. What is the name?
ShxtsnGigs.
Oh.
No, you already said shit.
Wait. You say the beginning, Angel. You say the second, and I'll clip it so we just cut.
ShxtsnGigs.
You say the first part. Kevin don't be trying to cuss online.
But the title of the podcast is the title of the podcast.
ShxtsnGigs that I
So
love.
if you guys do not know, you will find out soon. We have James and Fuha. They are
Such a pretty name.
Thank you very
They
much.
are,
very welcome.
I would say, and I ain't checked the numbers, but they are one of the top, I'd say, 5 podcasts.
Just say they're number one. Let's just do that.
Period.
They're top
Period.
2 and they're not 2. They're top 2
They're
and they're not 2.
big in the UK.
Damn.
They're big in the States. They have blown up tremendously, I'd say, over the last 18 months, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'd say probably. I'd say you're accurate.
Last
Yeah,
18 months, and we were blessed. I reached out, I DM'd, and I'm gonna tell y'all, James, I don't DM. I don't DM. I'll be like, boy, I ain't asking nobody to do nothing.
Nah.
But I tried to fly him out, but James was respectful in the DM. He was like, bro, we got our own money.
And there they do.
I said, y'all
God
need
is
a car?
good.
He said, we don't need a car. I said, I can't treat them. They don't let me treat them.
They got
Appreciate all for
1.31 on YouTube. That's like having a billion.
They got 7 million on TikTok.
7.7.
On the top?
Don't leave out the 0.7.
On the top.
They got the people talking.
Don't do
Sorry,
this.
sorry not today. Sorry not today.
So if you don't know about them, you will find out soon. So
go.
please, guys, thank you so much. Clap it up for them, studio.
Thank you for having
welcome.
us. Thank
Thank
you
you
very
welcome.
much.
Thank you guys so much for responding to the DM. Thank you to your team for being so pleasant. You guys have been great. You drove all the way out to where our studio is, which
It's
is
a
far
long
from the
ride.
actual part of Los Angeles. And I know you guys were welcome to LA traffic. Sorry about that as well.
yeah.
It's Friday. It's Friday too. This is the worst.
We're used to it now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm sorry, real quick. Does y'all success have anything to do with the waves in y'all hair? Because I see it. And you know, I work with a man who don't have no hairline no
This
more.
thing.
But look at that.
Yeah.
Look at the
Thing.
waves.
I woke up like this.
Period.
Facts.
See,
seasick over here.
Come on.
I noticed that a long time ago because, friend.
I had waves.
I believe it.
The year was 1994.
Come on now.
Through 95.
That's when it ended.
He said, why did you sell?
Because 1994 was way back. That's a long time ago.
Wow.
And they was born, 91?
91.
91.
Research.
Jesus.
You done your research.
I prepare for my guests.
Well played, sir.
I prepare for my guests.
This is the thing. I kept looking at James and I was like, I could have gave birth to this child. Don't he look like my children?
You do look like your
You
yellow
look like
children.
my children.
Yeah, handsome
babe.
children.
You know I do. Yes. Let's go.
So and allow me if I'm mistaken. Some of our audience doesn't know who you are. The rest of them are like, I can't believe that you guys have them. I did not tell them. And also, let me do a quick to the single. If you guys are not on Patreon, you should thank the Patreon because this should have been our bonus episode.
Period.
But because of the grace and kindness of the stage crew, we're giving this to you. So all I'm asking you is join for a month. Chip in. Because if you ain't on the Patreon, y'all is just at the table. Y'all getting a wing.
And
you
ain't
dipping
putting on
some
no money.
fries. And when the check comes, y'all got to go to the bathroom.
We're not asking for the full
I'm
rent.
not asking you to pay the full thing, but if you ate some fries, chip in,
Come
bro.
on.
Y'all ain't even chip in for a month. Y'all just get all the benefits. Time for the check, you don't get paid or two. I get all that. Mm-hmm. All right, so just put the 5 on it one time for Thanksgiving, for Christmas.
There's different tiers. Put in what you can.
Give back.
Because y'all getting a little bit of this picture of Margarita is what they're getting.
Yeah. So anyway, I first found out about the guys when they started going viral on Black Twitter. Okay. And it was almost universal love, right? And I'm gonna play you the first the first two ones that I've seen.
Okay,
it was black women were putting y'all on.
Okay.
So this is the first one that I saw. Okay,
I went to a spot with Toby last week.
This old chestnut.
You're spending a lot of time with Toby, and I feel left out. I see you every week, bro. That's for what? You see me for money. If you weren't getting paid, you would see me every week. Before you carry on, do you miss me when I'm not around?
Talk about it, James. Talk about it.
When it's Wednesday and you're seeing me tomorrow, do you think I can't wait to see James?
Talk about it, James.
Do you roll your eyes and say recording day tomorrow? It depends. Wait, let me answer. I'm asking if you miss me when I'm not around. Bro.
That took my breath away.
Listen. All right, carry on.
That's a classic.
That's a joke.
Okay. So funny. And then I'm going to follow up real quick with the second one that was almost immediately on the timeline after that.
If I was your man,
I knew it was this one.
The first thing I could think of would be probably like a tour around somewhere in America or somewhere in Asia to do like food truck stops at because I know you like your food. At bare different places. Swear! So it wouldn't be a Christmas present, but it'd be like a gift in advance type thing. Yeah. You obviously wouldn't fly in December. So it'll probably be like a next spring type thing, but I'll give it to you on Christmas Day. Yeah. Either that, you're gassed. I'm thinking, I'm gonna suck the skin off your dick.
Come on, that's the only way to say thank you.
You're speaking. Man said he's taking me to the US of A to do a food truck tour. Yo. Daddy. Swear.
So that was basically framed as like, I love how these two black men have like this brotherhood, this friendship, and low key this ability to make these jokes that black men in America don't usually make.
Come on,
right?
Exactly.
And I thought, first of all, let me just let y'all in a little secret. In the comfort of group chats, this is what a lot of black men say. Not exactly, but there's more freedom when it ain't public. But in public, you got to present yourself a certain way. So how did y'all develop such a close friendship? Because those two things were so funny. I was immediately like, who are these men? Why do I not know them? This is funny. And I followed on YouTube, TikTok, and I've been a fan ever since.
Wow. Thank you, man.
Of course.
Honestly, I feel like this was one massive introduction. So
first of all, I wanted to frame it if anybody didn't know who y'all were.
That's a fantastic introduction.
Damn, I feel humbled. So first of all, let me just say thank you very much.
Honestly.
That was lovely. Damn, I feel emotional now.
No.
So our friendship, oh gosh. So we've been close friends for like, what did we say? It was 14 years.
14 going on 15
years. Yeah. We met our first ever day of university. I pulled up to the lecture late. Fuhad and one of our other friends who we're still close with now. Only other black kids in class. So I sprinted over to them immediately. And we have a saying in the UK called beg friend. And what you don't want to do is beg friend. So I was like in my
ego. Like, I'll wait till they talk to me. It didn't happen, so. They were just in their zone. So I chimed in and was like, "Oh, you guys like basketball? I like basketball too." And then I just clung to them till now.
And that
So
was it.
day one, literally day one.
Literally day one. Yeah.
Wow.
Literally day one.
So frame that time period. That year is what year?
That's
You gonna hurt my feelings.
2009.
2009.
2009.
Oh wow.
So it's a little inside joke. Me and Angel are 40 plus.
Okay.
I'm not.
And Josh is a child
He's
like
a
you
baby.
guys.
I'm 30. Stop it.
He's an infant.
So I had children when y'all was going to college.
Okay.
So it's
How old
always
are y'all?
hurtful to see that people are still growing when I was an old man.
How old are you two?
32.
Oh, praise him. All right. Okay. 32.
32, flying across the country alone.
Yes.
Damn, I feel old.
Do
I
you
do
really?
feel old. My knees hurt. My back hurts. Yeah. It's long.
Bless it. So when did the friendship
Yeah.
happened, and when did y'all realize, oh, people need to watch us because we're amazing?
It was a situation where everything we talk about on camera, we necessarily talk about off camera. Like we just have that rapport, that relationship, and that friendship, and that banter with each other. I would say he's a podcast fiend, so he wanted to do this a long time, even before doing it as a duo. He wanted to like delve into the podcast world. So it was a situation whereby I used to live in a city called Manchester.
Manchester.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you know it, but you're wearing these jersey. You're wearing these
I
jersey.
wore this because I know you're a fan, and you don't watch enough to talk with him. You need to get in.
You know you're
It's a rough. It's a rough year.
You know your stuff.
This grown-ass man is my
He
kindred
tried.
spirit. You don't got to watch no more than what
He
you
tried, but
I
he
like to
couldn't
listen,
get
man.
in.
I like to
He
listen.
couldn't get. But when y'all be talking, now listen, I don't often be the person. People like my friends be on podcasts. This me. I be like, I know who I was watching the Ten Hag, man. What's going on with your boy, man? What's going on with the tactics? We either winning or losing this season. There ain't even no draws.
I know.
We
and
just
facts.
win or lose,
That's
bro.
a
What
fact.
about a draw here and there?
That's
But
a
anyway.
fact. But yes, I used to live in Manchester for a few years. I used to work up in hospitality, and prior to that, we used to go out all the time. So the times he would come up and visit me, we would go out, get drunk, come back, and like shoot the shit, talk, laugh. And he said, "Oh, why don't we just get a camera and just put this on YouTube and see what happens?" And I said, "Nah."
Really?
We say some stuff. We say some stuff. I don't know about all of that. But he convinced me after a few months, and slowly but surely we started getting the equipment. Well, he started getting the equipment. He came to mine, and then we recorded the first 2 episodes, I believe.
Yeah, back to back.
Back to back 2 episodes.
This is 2019,
This
right?
is September 29th, 2019 was
Yep.
the first episode we dropped. And it's been a emotional
So
roller
let me
coaster
ask you
since then.
this: you guys are basically 6-7 months ish from the pandemic,
Yes.
right? And audio like boomed like March 2020, right? It was like everybody. I look back at some of our views during that time.
Yeah.
Glorious.
Yeah.
So I'm
It
curious,
was.
was that you guys' like building time, or was it like, because most podcasts start off with like 700 views, 1,000. Were y'all jumping off? Did you have big social media at all from university, or was it like we started from the ground zero?
No,
We started from scratch. So I remember, what was it? So I think when we started, I think I had like 400 followers on Instagram.
Okay.
wow.
Yeah. So we were like
Ground zero.
Y'all just
we
regular
just-
people living in the
regular
world.
dudes just living.
No one looked at us twice.
Yeah.
That's on God. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just dudes. So I remember where I was working during the pandemic. We just started posting on TikTok, probably like maybe February 2020. And then we were just repurposing like old clips that we were putting on Instagram. Again, weren't really getting much traction, but the traction we were getting, everyone like seemed to like the content. And then started putting stuff on TikTok. And then around about March, because I remember it was the first day during lockdown, it was the first day that they'd sent me to work from home. Opened TikTok and seen that 99 plus notification. I thought it was a glitch. I didn't understand what it was. I didn't understand. And then from there it was just popping off. And then I remember that was the first day we probably got like maybe 100 downloads, audio downloads that day.
Wow.
I was like, wow, that's a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Before we were just like 15 maybe best, and then we got
Yeah.
100, and then we got like 150 the next day, like 200 the next day. And I was like, oh, this is a nice little period. And ever since then, it's just been like very gradually
So there hasn't been, I know the videos that popped off in like Black Twitter, but for you guys, was there like, okay, this one jumped us up crazy, this one jumped us up, or is it just like every time you go, it's growing and growing and growing?
I would say there used to be a stage where we would post videos on TikTok and the videos were actually landscape mode. And we changed it so it's portraits and split screen. And then that took it to the next level.
Now let me tell you guys, quick aside, as a creator, if you want to follow a blueprint of podcast people who are killing, follow James and Fuad. They have
thank you.
Perfection. Jealousy fills me. Really?
I was gonna say, Kevin
Filled with a jealous rage.
Kevin don't speak on this unless it's authentic.
Oh, y'all, I'm
Say
talking about
less.
first 3 seconds. You're into the thing.
Yeah.
You got the caption. You guys split screen, focus. I mean, and then boom, and you're out in a minute 30. It's so easy to jump in, right?
Yes.
Podcast clips, literally, you guys are on the like Rogan. I call like the best podcasters are like the Joe Rogan family of podcasters. And you guys are like one of the few there's a couple few black podcasts that are like in that skill set.
Yeah.
But you guys are efficient. It's funny. It's consistent. Y'all be on Patreon on Thursday. I don't be liking to say Colt Baby because I love Jesus. So when you talked about switching it to Top Boys, I was like, okay,
Top Boys.
I was like, cause now I'm like, cause Colt Baby, I'll be like, in Jesus' name,
I can't do it.
I can't do it. As soon as you said Top Boy, I was like, nah, I can get with the Top Boy.
It's Top Boy going forward.
Top
Boy
Boy
is it.
Top Boy
Okay, I
going
was hoping.
forward.
I don't know if y'all decided. I know y'all had talked about
That's
it.
official. It's official.
All right, official. Now, Top Boy, I was like, okay, gang, Jack, you know what I'm saying? Everybody. So I admired the skill set that it took. Now, was that you from watching a lot of podcasts?
Oh wow, it was.
He was like, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Glad you noticed.
He didn't share none of that credit. This was me.
Yes.
It was him.
Yeah. So I used to, because that's the thing. It was just like a lot of experimentation, like especially like clips wise, a lot of experimentation, and we realized that people really didn't care about the stuff that we spoke about when it was like personal stories. The stuff that we found most interesting, people don't really, especially on like a big platform where low attention span, like TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that. People just don't care. If we're talking about like, oh, this is what happened. I went to the shop and then this happened and then this person stopped me and no one cares because everyone's just like, who are you? I don't care. But when it is just like evergreen content in terms of just like stuff on Twitter, stuff on Instagram, stuff that people can relate to, you have that first 3 seconds of like, oh, this isn't two guys giving their opinion. It's just like they're just reading something. And then once you've beat that barrier of that first 3 to 5 seconds, then you can just be yourselves. And then people are sold on you and they trust you. And then that's when it really started to like kick off. But that was like a lot of trial and error.
Yeah, that's exactly how you going to say something?
Absolutely, I was. Sometimes I have to just be like, shut up.
You know I'm going crazy on the stats version of this.
I know, but I'm about to give a stat that you told me. So y'all's audience is about 70% women.
It is.
So how
you love done
Sorry
your
to
research.
cut you off. Sorry to cut you off. This is the best research anyone has ever done on us.
I'll say that to Kevin. Kevin was
We
like,
don't have guests.
We
We don't get guests
never
like that.
have guests.
No, say less.
So
Never.
Well played,
I think
sir.
you might be our third guest
Oh,
ever.
wow.
In like 3 years.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
Thank
You
you.
never have
Refuse-
guests either, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be like, I don't want nobody on here. But I was like, okay, come on, ShxtsnGigs. So my question is, because both of y'all are very pretty. Y'all got some nice teeth.
Oh, thank
Come
you.
on, waves, your
let's go.
tattoos. I've been staring at your tattoos.
you.
They're quality. So
It's good artistry.
how much of that do you feel like your audience is just like, but if I could just get in their drawers? They don't care what the hell you're talking
To
about.
be fair, sometimes the Instagram comments can be wild.
Oh, tell me the wild.
Yeah, I
You
don't-
can. You
It's,
can.
yeah, it's just, yeah. Let me close my eyes. Wait, so basically, sometimes they just drop that daddy bar.
Yeah.
If you go on one of my pictures on Instagram, it's literally just daddy.
Oh, show me the picture, James.
You set that precedent.
Yo, bro, as
to
a
be
joke.
fair.
I said it as a joke,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's just carried on. But I think I guess there might be. I would. It takes away of my pride as a creator to say that we have an audience because they want to.
Come on, pretty
cheeks.
privilege.
Yeah. Pretty privileged. I'll take that.
What? You got this gorgeous skin.
Whatever
You pretty.
helps.
Come on.
Whatever
Thank you.
helps.
Thank you.
Whatever helps, man.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with it. I was telling Kev, stop showing his body, but just show your
man,
face.
we're too close.
He'd be like, Kevin be like,
We're
no.
in too deep now.
On the subject of rap, Young Thug's lawyer told the jury that thug just means truly humble
Amen.
under
Under
God.
God.
Shout out
Hallelujah.
Kendra Jacob for this and Ashley Hotchkiss for the previous story. What are you talking? Thug. Murder? What murder? He was the best guy around. Truly humble under God.
They finally shared what slime meant.
Man, what was slime
The
again?
spirit lives in me every day.
Hey, I'm a slime.
Yeah, we can all be slime.
I'm a slime. We're not murdering. We're making unique. We're making unique resolutions directly.
Affecting righteous soldiers.
Hey, hallelujah.
Hey!
Murder every day. Murder was the case that they gave me. Yes.
I didn't kill. Kindness is love. Love. That's all kindness is. It's love. It wasn't a kill.
It was never a kill.
It was kindness is love.
Niggas, never, huh? I got gifts.
No, niggas. I got God always.
Always.
That's what a nigga is.
Saved. Because it's niggas, huh? I love this minister. I was about to say minister. He's a lawyer. And he understands. He understands that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Huh?
You
Pushing P.
Huh?
We're just pushing positivity.
That's all we're
among
pushing
the youth.
positivity.
Pushing positivity.
As a platinum record.
That's it. We're not doing drugs. We're just saying, dang, righteousness under
Under
God's
God.
sovereignty.
Yay!
Drugs?
I do it all the time.
Right.
Snort it into my veins. Aspirated into my chest. Drugs. Let's do drugs. Slime.
I'm not smoking weed. Worship. Everywhere, everyone, do.
Do.
Worship. Everywhere, everyone, do. That's it.
Do. Yes. Crack. Can't. Revere. Almighty.
Christ the King.
Christ rise again.
Yes.
Cuz King.
God's King.
Put it down, crackhead. Pick it up.
Pick up the crack.
Pick up the crack.
Burn it up. Put it in your pipe.
It wasn't
Smoke
having
that.
sex with hoes. It was holiness over eternity. That's what a hoe is.
Yes.
Holiness over eternity is for the long haul.
Listen. I be fucking. Faith under Christ King. Yes. Fuck. Hey.
Oh man.
Y'all don't know him. That's the problem with the jury and the judge. Y'all don't know him. Like, y'all got the wrong idea.
Y'all got the wrong idea. That's the fruits of your spirit.
That's the fruits of your spirit. Y'all don't even know what we on, bro. That's crazy. Y'all don't know him like we do.
Y'all don't. But they see that thug do.
But that thug dude.
He do.
Why?
He was truly humbled under God.
He's truly humbled under God.
Woo.
From a young age.
From a young
thug.
when I was a child, I was truly humbled under God. Mm-hmm. I knew before you were formed in the womb. I knew you. Mm-hmm. And even then, you was truly humbled under God.
Amen.
Woo!
Ooh, let all the slimes raise their hands. Raise your hand. Wave your guns.
Oh!
Wave your guns. Yeah.
Why is my laptop not working? I'm clicking and it clicking.
Do not turn into a 6-year-old.
I press button.
Amar ended up causing a whole bunch of ginger ale to spill all across my laptop, so my keys stick. Anytime I press shift, I gotta press the button that I need, capitalize, and then wait
Oh my God.
5 seconds for it to slowly go back to reset. Ooh.
All right, Josh, use that. I was texting you, but that's why I was trying to put my laptop. Use that clip for the... Take that out and put that in the world.
Hold on. Are we gonna...
Yeah.
Bleep it?
Yeah.
Nah, man. We ain't bleeping God's love.
Man, you don't love God no more.
Let him
That's
out.
crazy.
Let him out. Yes. Y'all done made me sweat, and see, I didn't wear an undershirt, so I just got to be here sweating.
Hilarious.
Well,
All
this
right,
is. I don't be wearing hoodies. I didn't know the decor.
It was hot. It's cold outside, but it's warm in here.
It's so cold outside.
It's freezing
That's why I
outside.
brought my bad bitch
It's a bit
fan.
chilly.
It's a bit chilly. All right.
Here's another banger for ya. Here's another one. Here's another banger for ya. Here's another one. Here's another banger for ya. Here's another banger for ya. With my boy Kev on stage. And that chick Angel.